Hi everyone, and today I'm going to make Eminem album covers tier list. I'm gonna rate it based on looks, and also I'm gonna rate it based on how it's connected to the album, how it represents the album. Okay, let's start already, and the first thing is Infinite. We have three versions of Infinite. The first black and white version with just like straight white line. I guess it's pretty boring. It doesn't look good and it also not really represents anything from the album. Same thing I can say about this version. I guess it's like a deluxe or something. It's really boring, it's just Eminem logo, black and white and Infinite, that's it. But this version with purple line, with, I don't know, maybe it's stars, with some blue, man, it's so much better. Not only it looks good, it also represents the lo-fi beats, the lo-fi sound. So I guess this is the best Infinite cover and it's definitely good. The next one is Slim Shady EP. In cover of Slim Shady EP we can see Eminem smashing the glass. This picture represents the intro. If you listen to the intro of Slim Shady EP, you can hear that he's like talking with Slim Shady side of his personality and he afraid to look at the mirror. So yeah, it's definitely connected with intro, with song. Obviously the quality of the photo is not that good. I can't blame Eminem. He was poor as fuck. But you know, there is something. So the idea, the connection to the actual songs is good, but man, the quality of the picture is not that good, obviously, so I guess it's mid, but maybe I will change my mind. The next one is Slim Shady LP. We have shit ton of covers, as you can see, and man, I love Slim Shady LP aesthetics. There's some scam drawings. I guess the Slim Shady LP photo shoot is the most colorful and funny. Also, it represents the fun nature of Slim Shady on Slim Shady LP. It's amazing. Also, the music videos is like masterpiece. But the original cover, I don't know, it's kinda not representing that crazy funny side of Slim Shady LP. Like when you look at that cover, you don't think of My Name Is, of Role Model, of My Fault, of any of these funny songs that made Slim Shady LP the Slim Shady LP. You think of 97 Bonnie Clyde, you think of Rock Bottom, all that shit, and I guess it's not really representative. Okay, there is some dark part of the Slim Shady LP, but it's like not the main part. It's not the whole Slim Shady LP, right? But obviously visually this one is really interesting choice of colors. You can see the plot inside of that picture is not just Eminem standing and saying, yeah, I'm Eminem. You can see the story behind that picture and it actually connected to the song, so it's obviously good. I am not crazy, even though it's not represents all of the album. Also, there is an alternative deluxe version of Slim Shady LP, where Eminem just stands and like, yeah, I'm Eminem, I have dark nature. I'm not sure that this is good. Also, we have a really rare Interscope Slim Shady LP version. Maybe it's not even legit. Where is the chance? But man, this is just a photo shoot picture. I can't call it something that can be album cover, you know? So we're gonna put it in mid category. Now let's go to the expanded edition, and man, this one special expanded edition, it's actually so fucking good. So this shit moves, man, it moves. That's why you can see two pictures here. So man, it's definitely good. It's not like the main line cover, right? You have to understand, it's expanded edition. It's something that have to be collectible, like a rare version, you know? And it serves its purpose, so I can call it good, definitely good. And also there is a more boring one, expanded version, which is just usual Slim Shady LP cover, but it's just expanded, and that's it. I don't know what I can say about that. Maybe they could be more original with this one, I'm not gonna lie. Now let's go to the Marshal Mathers LP. And first of all, I will kill off this version. This shit is so boring. I guess they needed a cover for clear version, and Jimmy Iovine or somebody from Interscope called like, yo Eminem, we don't have a clear version cover, can you make a picture? And Eminem was like in the middle of writing an album, like, and he was, man, I'm kinda busy right now, okay, I will make a new photo. He made a photo in 2 seconds and sent it to Interscope. He actually looks so tired in this picture. Okay, it's definitely boring, and I'm glad that this is not the main version of the cover. So now let's move on to actual covers of Marshal Mathers LP. They both kind of fit, because when you see the Marshall's house, it's like obviously touching the personal side, and when you see Marshall sitting, I don't know what the fuck is this place, but obviously it's not like Times Square. It's not some luxury place. He's sitting in the dirt and really vulnerable position. It's dark outside. There's some bottles, some pills. It's really fits the songs. So they both kind of represent the album, and I guess I'm gonna be subjective here, but I like this version more. Maybe because it's darker and the whole album is pretty dark. When I see this cover, I think of Kim song, I think of The Way I Am song. And when I see this cover, and this cover is just maybe not that resonating. It's obviously good, but it's just not that good as this album cover for me. Also, surprisingly, there is no expanded version of Marshal Mathers LP or something like that. There's no deluxe version. So yeah, we've done with Marshal Mathers LP. We can move on to Eminem Show. And man, this is obviously legendary. Like, come on. First of all, the colors are amazing. It's so good, man. It's just a pleasure to look at it. I feel good when I look at this cover. Also, Eminem sitting behind the curtain is dramatic, like he's tired of that shit. I don't really think I have to explain something. This is the Eminem Show cover. This cover is amazing, but expanded version, they fucked up the color. I don't know how can you fuck up this album cover. I don't know how you fuck up this masterpiece. You can use alternative photos. You can use, I don't know, fucking something. You can use something else, but why did you change the color? Man, they just fucked up the whole Eminem Show cover. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Why would you change the color? Also, I found another The Eminem Show expanded cover, which is kinda interesting, you know? I'm not sure if it's a like legit cover, maybe it's a box art or something. I hope it's a legit one, and I like it. I don't really think it represents the album, but it's doing a great job showing, hey, I'm a collectible, buy me. I'm unusual version of something that you like, so I'm gonna put it in good. Also, I like some Easter eggs on the cover. Now 8 Mile. I know it's not like just Eminem album, it's also a lot of other guys, but Eminem produced this album, he was the main guy behind this album, and his main song, Lose Yourself, is on that album. I can't just miss it, you know? First of all, it's beautiful. I like the lighting, and it perfectly resonates with songs. You actually can see this picture in your head when you listen to Lose Yourself, to 8 Mile Road, Rabbit Run. The style of the cover and the style of the songs is close, you know? I'm gonna put it in very good, very good. But also there's another version, like anniversary version or something. Holy shit, man, the whole style of anniversary version is strange. Just look at it. Remember the aesthetic of movie, remember aesthetic of songs. You feel the dampness, you feel this moisture, you feel like you're walking. It's probably autumn, like October. It's really early in the morning. You feel kinda cold but not too cold. This is aesthetic of 8 Mile. Like kinda depressing but not too depressing. Kinda cold but not too cold. How the fuck this shit connects to 8 Mile aesthetic? This is more like a soundtrack to Spider-Verse movie. You can put Miles Morales here and nothing's gonna change. It's so not in touch with actual movie and actual soundtrack. I'm shocked. It's bad. So now let's go to the Encore. First of all, it represents the whole I'm ending my career aesthetic perfectly. If you didn't know, Eminem was actually thinking about ending his career and becoming like a producer. You can learn about that in my Encore video. As we know, this motherfucker lied. Look at this shit. So with that curtain close thing, all that I'm done thing, this is good. If only the half of album wasn't like a goofball, but also I can't blame him because the shit got leaked and he had to redo the album. I know how hard it is to make all that photo shoots, probably it was done even before the leak, so yeah. This cover is good, this cover is amazing, and also it continues the Eminem Show cover, which is great. Okay, I'm gonna put it in very good, but if that album wasn't leaked, man, if it was released as it was intended, it would be in legendary level. Also there is a deluxe version of Encore with some additional songs with black cover. This shit is extremely boring. Goodbye. I can't say anything about that cover. Eminem presents Re-Up. It's not an Eminem album, or of course it's a collaboration. Eminem made the cover, if you didn't know. It's his drawing, so I gotta include that in tier list. How can I miss something that Eminem made himself? And it could be a really good alternative cover. but it kinda not resonates with how epic this shit is. It's like the biggest guys in the industry on one mixtape, and everything you could do is just, hey, we sitting here. You know, it looks like a bootleg shit. The drawing itself is really high quality, but it's not epic enough, it's not dramatic enough, it's not huge enough. Imagine if Watch the Throne was just Kanye West and Jay-Z sitting. It's not, I can't, man, no, you have to do something more epic. I guess we could use Deep Purple move, like a Mount Rushmore, but with Eminem 50 face, Obi-Try, something like that, right? I don't know, it's good cover, but it could be so much better because it's hugest guys in the industry, hottest guys in the industry, right? And it's just a drawing, like a fan art or something. Nah. I'm gonna put it in good, maybe even like high mid. Now Eminem Greatest Hits album, it's very close to Encore, and man, all I can say that the idea of that cover is amazing. All that roses is beautiful, it's actually really beautiful. It resonates with Eminem Show and Encore, so man, what can I say? It's very good, it's very good. It could have been better. The only problem that Eminem just had to be Eminem, you know? And he added fuck. Like, man, it's your greatest hits. I know you want to make a joke, right? I know you want to make a silly joke, but man, it's your greatest hits, it's your legacy, and you add fuck as first song. Okay, let's move on. Comeback album, Eminem finally quitting drugs. Eminem finally decided to make some new music, and when you look at the cover, you'll think, oh, it's gonna be an album about addiction, about depression, darkest moments, probably some shit like that, right? Well, there is some songs about that, not gonna lie. But when there is a We Made You, there is a Insane, 3 AM, some horrorcore type shit. Man, you know what is really fits into horrorcore aesthetic? It's Shady XV, right? This shit fits a horrorcore aesthetic. Music to be Murdered By fits a horrorcore aesthetic. I mean cover. This shit, you see that and you think, oh, it's gonna be an album about depression, proof that, divorce, overdose, man. And when you start to listen to it and you hear, I was born with a dick in my brain, yeah, fucked in the head, like what the hell? Okay, half of the album connects with that cover, but other half it's just so different. Why would you make that cover if you gonna make a horrorcore fucking rap album? I don't know, man, I don't know. I'm gonna put it at good. Okay, the refill, man, the refill is just same shit. It's just, oh, I made a refill, there's some new songs, check it out, right? Adding a refill and changing the color is kinda boring, but I understand that he probably didn't want people to think that, oh, he dropped new album, and that's why he had to use this cover. So I'm not gonna put it too low because I understand why he didn't change the cover drastically. Okay, now Recovery. We have two versions of Recovery, and I guess the first version, where he just walks towards a bright future, it may not be the greatest looking cover, but man, it's really resonates with the songs, with the aesthetic of the album. Some people may say that visually this cover is boring, but man, there is something to it, you know? Okay, I just know some people gonna say that, oh, this shit is whack, this shit is boring, but I don't think so. I'm gonna put it in good. It's a really good cover for an album. Now there is the alternative version with Eminem sitting in a giant glass box. While it looks amazing and way more interesting than original cover, this shit do not relate to album at all. There is a lot of topics that Eminem touching on Recovery, but oh, everybody talks about me and see what I'm doing is definitely not the main topic. It's definitely not the main topic. And also, this whole cover feels like a PlayStation 3 advertisement, you know? Something that Sony could do. It have that late 2000s vibes, you know? I'm gonna put it, I guess, in... I'm gonna put it in good. Man, it's definitely not mid, right? It's definitely not mid, not boring, definitely. But it's not like the greatest Eminem cover of all time. Okay, the next one is Marshal Mathers LP 2. It's an ideal sequel. This is the best option. This is the best variant of how we could make that cover. Really good cover. And it's a sequel. what do you expect? And deluxe version, actually, man, I think deluxe version is even better, and I'm gonna put it in very good because it have like a second meaning. Now Eminem not in here. He look into his past life, to his old days from some luxury car window. He's not actually here. He's not actually in his childhood home. Also, there is an anniversary version, and you can see Eminem sitting in the same place, but with different lighting and all that shit. And I guess it's kinda boring, you know? Now, Shady 15, man, I don't know, mid. I can't say anything about that cover, because honestly, I don't remember any song from Shady 15 besides Detroit versus Everybody. I'm sorry. Unprofessional, I know, unprofessional. But let's be honest, who the fuck cares about that mixtape? If you ask me about the look, the design, I guess it's also, I don't know. This is the middest mid in this video. Okay, now recovery. First of all, when you see this cover, you think, oh, this gonna be so political. This gonna be so political. And then it's not that political. There's not enough songs on this album to be political, so the whole Eminem face here is like, shit, man, America is fucked. Facepalm, man. And you expect it to be some huge commentary with deep meaning, and then it's untouchable. No, man. To make this cover, you have to make a masterpiece album with masterpiece songs. Not too straightforward, not untouchable, you know. You have to correspond to that cover, right? It's really pretentious. And if you not correspond, this pretentious cover gonna be trash. And some songs not like connected to politics at all. And I'm gonna put it in bed because if you have like 3 or 4 political commentaries, you can't use that cover, you know? To use that cover, you have to make more political commentaries. You have to take a deeper look on America politics, and you have to go deeper to use that cover, right? I hope you understand what I mean. Now let's move on to Kamikaze. It's a comeback album. He definitely restored his position after that album, and obviously after Kill Shot. So where is the Kamikaze? Maybe people who dissed you are Kamikazes, but definitely not you. Visually, I like how it looks. I like planes. It's just a cool reference cover, right? And that's it. Nothing more. Now, Music to be Murdered By. Holy fuck. The amount of alternative covers in Music to be Murdered By is concerning. Okay, you know what? When you see the cover of Music to be Murdered By, you expect a plot. You think it's gonna be a concept album with a plot, with special stylistic, with aesthetic of Hitchcock, right? And you have some song with that aesthetic. You have some skits. But it's not adds up to this cover, you know. I'm gonna put this cover in good because it actually looks amazing with that bullet holes, with dynamic Eminem poses, and I'm gonna put everything else in mid. Okay, now let's move to Curtain Call 2. Holy shit, who made that cover? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, this is terrible. You know what? Especially for that piece of garbage, we're gonna do this. Guys. We're gonna add a new category that's gonna be called terrible. It's fucking terrible. Like, this is lowest of the low. First of all, this is a bad Photoshop of his old picture. Second of all, the whole cover feels like a fan-made, screaming, over-designed piece of shit. Just take a look at Curtain Call 1. Man, elegant, saying everything you need to know. I'm a compilation of greatest hits. It's just that. Now look at that shit. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I could think of so many damn options how you could make this work. At least make a new photo shoot. You like making a photo shoot. I saw that shit. Music to be Murdered By. I know you love to make interesting photo shoots. What the fuck is this? Okay, let's just move on. Let's forget that shit existed. This one is funny one. Eminem Fortnite compilation. I just added it to be fun, you know. It also obviously goes to garbage, but just look at this shit. see, and you know, this shit is actually better than Curtain Call 2. Okay, now the final Eminem album. And man, I gotta admit, this cover is amazing. This cover is amazing. For 10 years at least, Eminem was making covers that definitely not connected to the content, to the songs. Now he finally made cover that represents the album. Holy fucking shit. All of them represent the cover. We have a original one, we have a alternative one, and we have a deluxe version. I hope it's legit. So, The Death of Slim Shady, let's start with this one. It looks amazing, the light job is good, the expression of the face, the idea that he's laying in body bag, it's, I guess, it might be in the very good, like it's one of the best Eminem covers. Now let's take a look at alternative. Well, where is a Slim Shady, and he's definitely dead, but it's obviously not as good. It also represents the concept, it's just visually not as good. Maybe it's light job, lightning, not that good, not that interesting. Maybe it's just that original cover is so good that this one not feels that cool, you know? And the last one is deluxe version. It's boring. Like, it's the most boring shit you could imagine. Just a grave. I guess it's just a screenshot of a video of a trailer or something. I really hope it's legit, because if it's not legit, I'm dumb. Okay, now as I said, let's regulate it, let's like kinda fix it. Okay, now I rearranged it, I organized it, and now the position is matter. Before that it wasn't matter, but now it actually important. So we have Eminem Show at the top. I decided to make like only one legend, because there can be one winner, right? The very good is Marshal Mathers LP, Encore, Death of Slim Shady, deluxe version of Marshal Mathers 2. You can just take a look, you're not blind. Just take a look by yourself. Okay, this is it, guys.